shit sure. Always sorry when the cap don't work. Got the butterfly doors and the fly like bird. And I love my but I ain't them nerd like damn why pie get like yeah.
We about to move, son. Don't talk back unless you do, son. I make the backyard feel like a stampede. I make a trash car feel like it's a Bentley. Hanging like a Warhol or like a Banksy. And hit the stage, turn the people into family. I'm talking back then, you didn't know me. But you feel it now, acting like the homie. Talking about, hey, can you feel it? Let me know if you feel it right now.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the NFC South. It's the Panthers and the Saints, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the Nationals. It's the start of a new season in the NFL. Welcome to our first Sunday of 2024 with football. Mike Tirico, my partner this year, Greg Olson. Greg, so excited to be with you and so excited about week one. You build it up, you talk about it for 6 months, but when it arrives, man, it feels so good.
And it's really the only week of the entire season, Mike, where all 32 teams are all dreaming the same thing. Playoffs, Super Bowl hopes. This was the best offseason any of them have ever had. And on top of that, it's the excitement and the hope in these stadiums. Every fan base in the NFL thinks that this is their year, and week one's getting off to a hot start, and I know both you and I are looking forward to being along for the ride.
First and 10. Here's Young now to throw right away. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
The motion man is Sanders. They'll go play action with Young. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Out of the shotgun, Young. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a 5th-round selection out of the 2024 draft. From South Carolina by way of Oklahoma, it's Spencer Rattler.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. There's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On play action, Young. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9. Tremble comes in motion. Young fires quick. That's Thielen. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. From the gun, it's Young. They'll go right back to Thielen. Again, it's complete. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Young hands it to Hubbard. Powering forward. He's in. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Panthers. Zerline's kick, up and good. Panthers have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. This taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Saints offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They had that pick on the opening drive. It led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back. 1st and 10. Throwing is Rattler. Got it into the hands of Olave. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 28-yard line.
Throwing now is Rattler. Right back to Olave. He's got it again. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On the give, this is Kamara. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
To throw, it's Rattler. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Here's Rattler. That's tipped and intercepted. Picked up.
For a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their 1st read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
They send a receiver in motion left. Young to throw on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Here's Young. Taking off. And Young will have a first down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play.
First down, Panthers.
Receiver in motion, headed left. On first down is Young. That into the hands of Hubbard.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. Young. Open man, left side, he's got it. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got...
He is in. Tommy Tremble. Touchdown, Carolina. Extra point try now for Zerline. His kick is good. And the Panthers will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Saints offense ready to take over once again. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. They're going to go right back to Kamara. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Rattler. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed.
For an offense that really hasn't had a lot of things go right up until this point, those are the plays that you just have to make. Those can be a spark for the rest of the game, and it's amazing how quickly things can turn. But instead, he overthrows his receiver, and it's all for nothing.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Rattler now back to throw. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. Good pickup of 16 on that screen play, and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small, and oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
And that is incomplete.
And here we have another missed opportunity for an offense that have already had a handful of them throughout this game. And let's be honest, Mike, you just can't afford to overthrow a man that's that open, especially when you're trying to overcome a double-digit deficit in the NFL.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking. Speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
The Panthers offense headed back to take over once more. So this next drive about to get going, we remind you, coming up later tonight, the regular season premiere of Sunday Night Football. It's a good one. Playoff rematch, Stafford against Goff, the Rams and the Lions from Ford Field. That's at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, we wrap up week 1 with Monday Night Football. Aaron Rodgers gets another shot at a Monday opener. The Jets and Niners from Santa Clara, 8:15 Eastern, 5:15 West Coast time. Young to throw on 1st and 10. Oh, wide open is Thielen. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
On 2nd down, Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Mike, did you see how hyped the sideline got after that run after catch? I thought the bench was going to run out onto the field to celebrate. He refused to go down on 1st contact and 2nd contact for that matter.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. And that's a football to hold on to forever. His first NFL touchdown in his very first NFL game. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Now Rattler going to throw. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
A give running right with Kamara. And he nearly got the first down there. We'll give him 9 yards, but setting up a very manageable 3rd and 1.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he's gonna have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard.
At the 46-yard line.
It's a give now to Kamara. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Nice pickup there by Alvin Kamara. And when you think about his career, Mike, the fact that for 7 straight years he's over 1,100 yards from scrimmage, that's the consistency. That's the ability to impact the game both as a runner and as a receiver that really makes him stand out from a lot of the other running backs in the league.
And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Panthers have it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. Zerline's kick, up and good. Panthers move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Saints offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line.
Just seems nowadays, Mike, there's so many running backs in the NFL that you can classify as being dual threats. Of course, we see them every week make their impact on the ground. But here in the first half, it's his ability in the passing game and do bulk of his damage as a receiving threat.
And this ball batted away and incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That's good for the Saints.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. The right side to Olave. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
And 4 at the 9-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to the air one more time. That is caught. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal. They'll run the sneak, looking for that crease inside, and that did not break the play. No doubt about it, they are going to mark him short. Now, here's second and goal. Olave is the motion man. Try to run it to the right on this jet sweep. And he'll go the wrong way, trying to use that speed to get out to the pylon, but he has to give ground, and he is sent back for a loss. They'll use 3 tight ends in the formation for third and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Kamara. And he will not get in. The defense standing their ground, pushing him back, and it sets up fourth and goal. Throwing is Rattler. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on fourth and goal. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Try again. It's second and 10. Another run here with Hubbard. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. From the 39, here's a first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
He's got it! That long one's going to bring them first and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
That's another Saints first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run here with Kamara. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Panthers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. Might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
A second down throw for Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Out of the shotgun, Young. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to... So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing now is Rattler. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
That's a throw that's going to make him cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but this time around.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Kamara. This will be a Saints 1st down. He's got this up to the 35.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
A pass caught by the veteran. That's Brandon Cooks. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rattler. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over at their own 15.
These second half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6.
A big hole. Still going. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 85 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. And what an opener it has been for this rookie. That's now his 2nd touchdown here in week 1. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Rattler. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. It's a first down and a gain of 13. They'll look to throw here on first down. The pressure, too much. He goes down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here, bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Third and long. Back to throw. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Christian Roseboom. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone. From the gun, it's Young. To get this complete, it's Thielen over the middle. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Young. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Into space. Inside the 40. To the 20. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown Saints. On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. It's up and good. The Saints are able to edge a bit closer. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Man in motion, heading left. On first down is Young. And that is going nowhere fast. Disastrous play, a big loss.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Here comes Hubbard on a toss to the right. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. They'll motion over Thielen. From the gun here on third down, it's Young. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10, it's first and goal. A big play for the Panthers. 67 yards. Ball sitting at the 7, first and goal. They'll run with Hubbard. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up second and goal.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
On second down, Young. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Young. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play. On comes Greg Zerline to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Zerline's kick is good. And the Panthers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. And Zerline comes back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Saints offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why they...
And he will go all the way. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, New Orleans. Touchdown here in the 4th quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the 4th quarter.
Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
The Saints will line up for the
Shaheed in motion. Looking to throw. Rattler. He'll try to do it with the screen. And he gets into the end zone for the 2. So it's not over yet. It's back to a 2-score game. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Young to throw. That into the hands of Hubbard. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. The motion man is Sanders. They'll run it. It's out of the gun, and it's Hubbard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. To throw, Young. They track him down, and the ball is out. The Saints have got it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up great with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
Now Rattler gonna throw. This throw right side is caught by Hill. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
That's deep for the back of the end zone.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
Rattler now back to throw. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down.
Well, when you call a screen play, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. Here's 1st and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They'll go again with Hubbard. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Third down. 3 to go. Here's Young. That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
They'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Young hands it to Hubbard. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Sanders. A gain there of 15. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
1st down, Panthers.
On the give, it's Hubbard. And he's going to be taken down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
One final chance for this defense. And here's third down. So this one a win for the visiting Panthers. They get the